So I realize there's a lot of story time videos going around right now. And I'm like, yo, I got stories too! Recently, I just started shooting this series called Single by 30. It's basically about these two kids in high school. They make this pact to marry each other if they're both still single by 30. Which is actually out right now, episode 1. But we started doing some promo for this series that's gonna be on YouTube Red. We were getting asked the same question, all of us, if we've made a pact similar to the one in this series. And I was like, yeah. It was crazy because I opened up this door that I completely forgot about. Someone in my past, we'll name her Maria. Now my story is super duper romantic, so before I tell it, I need you to make me a promise. You can't fall in love with me. I'm wrong for you, Chiquita. Good luck. Alright. Oh, also one other small favor, don't tell Veronica. So Maria and I, did I leave the AC on? What the? So it all started back in high school, my sophomore year. I saw this super beautiful girl and immediately I didn't know how to speak. I didn't know what to say. I just saw her walk by and I immediately knew like, I think that's love. Yep, I think love just walked by. Now I should let you know that my crush was actually 2 years older than me. So when I was a sophomore, she was already a senior. I just bit my tongue. Oh, hurt like a bitch. A fun but not so really fun fact about me, I was actually kind of shy to talk to girls back in high school. I mean, yo, this girl was so beautiful. Please don't tell Veronica. So I did what any normal teenager would do at that point. Never talk to her. Yeah, I got a game. Cube. I had a GameCube. Terrible joke. Probably gonna cut it out. So I never did. I never spoke to her. A couple years go by, now I'm a senior. I'm in drama class. I'm getting my acting thing going. I was involved in this musical called Little Shop of Horrors, you know, like the space plant and whatnot, and I played the sadistic dentist. Like, yeah, Eric, you know, you look like you can really play this super superficial, cocky, dumb, douchey looking guy. And I was like, okay, cool. Anyway, so I'm playing this super crazy dentist that, you know, he likes to sing about like inhaling his nitrous oxide and gets getting all high on it. And I had like this whole entire musical number where I'm singing and dancing and I'm pointing at the audience. And right when I point, she's there. And immediately I think I froze a little bit, but I was so in character that I was just like, oh my God, that's her. What's she doing here? Oh, that's right. Her sister's in the musical production. So she came to see her. And I was just kind of freaking out a little bit. I was like, oh, I was feeling all weird and I got like these little butterflies. Don't tell Veronica. So the next day I catch up with the sister, the one that was in the musical production with me, and I'm like, yo, I don't know how to tell you this, but like, I've had the biggest crush on your sister since I was a sophomore here. She goes, oh, that's crazy, cause a lot of guys have had a big crush on her. And I'm just like, oh, really? Okay, well, just add me to that list. And then she tells me, oh, Eric, I don't know how to tell you this, but she doesn't date guys that are younger than her. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, shut up, cause it's gonna happen. So for the next 3 years, I did nothing. Yup, I got game. I did nothing, but I did follow her on MySpace and she followed me back. So then I did what any normal human being would have done. I lurked. Now back in the day, MySpace, you know, they had their little top 8 features and then they had like an area where you can add your favorite music. I noticed that for her, one of her favorite songs was Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And immediately I was just, oh, what? I gotta go buy a ukulele. So I went to the nearest Sam Ash store and I got myself a ukulele or a ukulele, and then I got myself a little booklet. I was sitting there learning all these chords. I would watch these YouTube videos so I could learn Somewhere Over the Rainbow and how to play and how to strum properly. It took me about a month to figure it out, maybe a couple months. That was it. I was like, cool, I know it. I practiced my singing. Now I just need to figure out a way to play it for her. So I built up the courage and I did what any human being would have done. Nothing. I'm kidding, come on guys, I slipped in the DMs. Back then it wasn't called DMs, but you know what I mean. I slipped in her messages. So I sent her this message just saying hi, and she replies like, oh my God, hey, what's up? You were the guy that was in the play with my sister. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, you were really, really funny in that. And I'm like, let's get married. Believe it or not, no, I didn't. Don't tell Veronica. So we're going back and forth, and I really feel like we started feeling each other. One day I invited her over. I was like, yo, if you're ever bored or just like want to chill, we should, you know, cause I'm good at chilling and also pickup lines, apparently. So I'm sitting there waiting for a response. She ends up hitting me back and telling me, she's like, yeah, I'm down to hang out. I can come over right now. So I reply like, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, here's my address, I'll see you in a bit. So I send her my address and I'm freaking out. I go to the bathroom, I start brushing my teeth, I start doing my hair, I come back in my room and I start cleaning things, I change my underwear, I put on my best clean stainless pair, and the most important thing I did is I made sure to leave the ukulele out next to my dresser. So finally she comes in, my heart's beating super fast, and then there was like a moment where it just got awkward. We're just kind of just sitting there chilling, and I'm like, I can make us some drinks. she was totally down for that. I ran to the kitchen and I made an apple martini, you know, heavy on the apple, light on the teeny. So I come back in the room and I have our drinks ready, and she looks over to the dresser. She goes, hey, is that a ukulele? And I'm like, oh, that? Yeah, it's a ukulele. Do you know any songs? Then I was like, yeah, I know this one song, maybe you've heard it. And at that moment, I started to play her favorite song in the world, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. There I am playing it, and I started singing a little bit, and she looks at me and she goes, oh my God, Eric, that is my favorite song. And I was like, what? This is your favorite song? Yeah, that is my favorite song. So, long story short, we ended up making out that night. Yeah, game. And then we dated for a couple of months. I remember going back to her sister and being like, oh, it's never gonna happen, huh? Well, guess what? We're getting married. So like I said, we dated for a little bit, a couple months, and we ended up sitting there kind of just talking about our feelings and how we felt. Things didn't really work out between us, but I do remember that we made a pact. Yo, if you, by the time I'm 30 and you're like 31, 32, and you haven't been married, like, let's be each other's backups. And then when I did this series, the Single by 30 series, that is what came to mind, you know, especially during that interview, and that's why I'm here telling you the story, bro. Things didn't end up working out. You know, I got myself a lovely boo, and I'm sure she does too. Yeah, I just wanted to share that story with you guys because it was brought up during an interview, and they asked me, and I gave them a very short summarized version of the story I just gave you. I gave you guys all the little dirty deets. That's what the series Single by 30 is about. You know, it's about these two friends, they make the same pact. I wonder how many of you guys out there have also done the same thing. So comment below if you have had a pact with like someone, and did you end up marrying that person? Because in the Single by 30 series on YouTube Red, it's exactly that. And my character Mark plays like the best friend of the lead guy, played by HiEriccc Jr. You know, my character's kind of just like that really confident, go up to any girl, you know, and be like, hey girl, what's up? You trying to go home? What's up? What's up? If you guys are interested in checking out the series, the link is below. Episode 1 is up right now for free. I don't know if you guys like me doing this like story time. If you did, give me a thumbs up and comment below that you want to hear another story. New cholo adventure coming up, Pokemon theme. I'm still working on a roast myself challenge. I swear that's coming out. Next time, I love you. Take care of that body. And remember, the next time you're crushing hard on a girl, all you gotta do is nothing. Peace. Hey, honey.